Sitting in the dark with Vulpix. It is late, and Cassian is making paper lanterns on the floor of the little back room. Vulpix is beside him. Vulpix has 6 tails, curled up soft, and every one of them is warm. They are the only light in the whole room. No lamp, no candle, just Vulpix. Cassian folds, Vulpix carries. The first night they ever made lanterns, Vulpix fell asleep in the middle of the floor with one still in his mouth. He carried 100 of them after that. It was always fine. But tonight, Vulpix wants to get every one of them right. He checks Cassian's face after every trip, every single one. He looks up and he waits, and then he goes back for the next one. "You are going to be asleep before I finish folding these," says Cassian. "You always are." There is one lantern that never goes to the row. It sits behind Vulpix, half under his tails. Every time he goes past it, he leaves it there. "You go slow," says Cassian. "You keep them all standing up straight." Cassian stops folding for a second. He looks at the row by the wall and then at Vulpix. "This is my favorite part of the whole day," he says. "You and me, making lanterns in the dark." Vulpix's tails go a little brighter. He picks up the next one and starts back over the floor. He is halfway there when a tail swings around behind him. It brushes the paper. A small brown mark. Then the brown mark opens into a hole. Vulpix stops in the middle of the floor. He sets the lantern down. Then he turns all the way around, away from the table, and curls up small with his tails against the wall. The light goes with him. The room does not go black. There is still a warm rim of orange up the wall, soft, the shape of a sleeping animal. But the table is dim now, and the paper is gray, and Cassian cannot see his own hands well enough to fold. "That's all right," says Cassian from where he is sitting. "It was an accident. We can make another one." Vulpix does not move. Cassian says it again, a little bit louder. It does not work the second time either. So Cassian puts the paper down. He gets up, and he goes over the floor to the wall, and he sits down next to Vulpix, not touching him, just there. He does not say it is all right. He does not say, "Come back." He just sits. It stays quiet for a long time. Somewhere outside, a window closes. The half-made lanterns stay leaning on each other by the wall. The warm rim of orange stays up on the wall, and Vulpix stays curled up under it, small and hunched. Cassian leans his head back and waits. He is not waiting for Vulpix to be finished. He is just waiting with him. After a while, one tail moves. Then another one. Then Vulpix turns his head around, and the light comes back over the floor, and over the paper, and over Cassian's knees. Vulpix gets up on his own. Nobody asks him to. They go back to the lanterns. Cassian folds another one, and this one comes out lumpy down one side. Vulpix takes it in his mouth and carries it over to the row. He does not look up at Cassian's face first. He just goes. Cassian picks up the lantern with the hole in it, up off the floor. He puts it in the middle of the row. He does not say anything about it. He just puts it there. "This is my favorite part of the whole day," he says. "You and me, making lanterns in the dark." Then Vulpix goes back to his own spot by the table. He moves his tails aside. He picks up the lantern that has been sitting behind him all night, the one he keeps leaving there. He carries that one over to the row himself. Vulpix is still a little bit hunched when he comes back. Feelings like that one do not go away all at once. They go small, slowly, on their own. Nobody has to get it right to be loved. Not Vulpix. Not you. The lanterns never do get finished, and Vulpix does not fall asleep first. Not tonight. There are 8 lanterns leaning by the wall, and one of them has a hole, and nobody moves it. Cassian yawns. Vulpix yawns bigger, and the 6 warm tails stay right where they are, lighting up the little back room all the way through the night.